Normally, you would not be wandering around this late at night. Normally, you would not be walking down a path through the woods to a certain wizard's abode. Though this is not a normal situation, you find yourself in quite desperate need of sleep, and you've heard stories about a certain wizard who lives deep in these woods, who can craft powerful sorceries that summon slumber easily and effortlessly. So you go and search for this wizard. It's a nice enough night. The air is cool and pleasing against your skin. And if you aren't going to get any sleep, it doesn't matter too much if you spend some time walking around the woods. It is kind of relaxing, just taking an easy stroll through the woods at night. You feel calm and comfortable, safe and secure, as if a presence is guarding the woods, watching over you. The air is still. It even seems as if the crickets are sleeping. Everything is sleeping. An unnatural silence, but not uncanny. A silence of safety, security, comfort, and warmth. And the silence seems to become more powerful and palpable as you head down this path further and further. It's odd that the sound of silence becomes more and more deafening as you walk down this pathway, but it's the only way you can seem to even comprehend what is going on around you. The woods are not normally this calm and quiet. There must be some sort of strange magic afoot, and you aim to find the source of this magic and see if it can aid you in your own endeavor to have a restorative night's sleep, one filled with peaceful and wonderful dreams. You keep on walking down the path. The loudest thing you hear are your footsteps, one after the other, down this winding path until you see a clearing out ahead of you. In the center of this clearing, there's a house. Not a large one, not a small one, medium-sized, with round windows, very large round windows that seem to have spiraling stained glass that glints in the moonlight, shimmering and reflecting in beautiful, almost mesmerizing rays of light. The house has a porch, and on that porch are 2 rocking chairs, and one seems to be occupied by somebody. You can't make them out. You're too far away, but the only thing to do about that is to approach them. Walk forward, step after step. It's all right. A gentle wind blows to your back. Playfully pushing you forward, knowing deep down deep that you can't stop now that you've set down this path. Even if you were to try to turn around, which you don't want to, you imagine this wind would become a little bit more persistent. And carry you forward towards this house. But you want to head towards this house. Maybe this is where the wizard lives. It does seem like the eccentric sort of house that would appeal to somebody who practices magic. Keep on walking, one step and then the other, until you reach the porch. Walking up those steps, 1, 2, 3, and onto the porch itself. The boards are old, and they creak a little bit under your feet. In front of you, sitting on one of the rocking chairs, is the wizard. He could be nothing else but a wizard, because you can see he's wearing a pointed hat with a wide brim and robes that are colored blue and purple, embroidered with intricate spiraling patterns. Why, hello there. What brings you here to my home on this fine evening? No, let me guess. You're here looking for sleep. So many people do come here looking for sleep, dreams, and restorative slumber. And I am so happy to provide it to them. Though before we start, maybe you could just sit down in that rocking chair across from me, and I can get a good look at you before we begin. That's it. Right there. These chairs are very comfortable. There you go. For my magic to work best, I need to look at you, but not just examine you. Look through you, deep into your subconscious. Now don't you fret. It's a pleasant and calming experience. Look into my eyes as I lean forward. Notice how the moonlight glints and reflects off them. As you look into my eyes, you can rock back and forth, slowly and gently. You can relax as I look deep into your eyes. You may even find that there's a certain pull to my eyes, a current that draws you in, and you can allow that current to pull and pull and pull away at your consciousness bit by bit, because your conscious mind can get in the way of sleep. Though, when we let it relax and free it of its stresses and responsibilities, it eagerly allows us to have the most wonderful dreams. All we need to do is let your mind know that it's okay. It's time to sleep. It's time to dream. It's time to feel so very good, drifting down deep, 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 deep. So very deep. Oh my. Those eyelids of yours, they look as if they're about to flutter shut. And that's okay if they want to. You don't have to force yourself to keep them open. You don't have to struggle at all. All you have to do is do what feels right now, as you breathe in and out, slowly and deeply, as the rocking motion of that chair lulls you into such a deep state of relaxation and comfort. Here, let me help you drift off into dreams. This will be fun. Inside my robe, I have a vial of enchanted smoke. Inside this crystal vial is a most peculiar specimen of smoke that I procured drifting about the ethereal realms beyond consciousness. It is part of a vast, unending nebula of dreams. Look at it. It sparkles, shimmers, swirls, and moves on its own, it seems. Now it may look rather small right now. However, if I pull out the cork, holding it inside this crystal vial, you'll see that it expands outwards, up into the air, out into the field before us, filling up the night sky, shimmering in the moonlight. And the odd thing about this smoke is that it is as strong as our perceptions, as strong as reality itself. In fact, it can form a staircase of sorts, if I wanted to, and look as I get up and place my foot directly upon it, stepping upwards into the very air itself, solid, even though it's smoke, just part of a greater dream, part of a nebula of dreams. Would you care to join me in this little slice of a dream beyond our own minds? Here, take my hand and walk forward, finding that you're moving like a sleepwalker as you touch the dream itself. The smoke is as solid as any ground you've ever stepped on, even though it's levitating you in the air. But don't you fret now. Follow me. Look into my eyes and follow me. You want to sleep, don't you? So what better way to sleep than to follow me onto this dream, walking around it as it spirals and snakes its way through the field in front of my house, up, down, around, even upside down in loop-de-loop patterns. You walk along it with me, following along like a sleepwalker. It doesn't seem to matter what your orientation to the ground is, or what way the sky is facing to you. You seem to stay attached to the dream. It's more real to you than reality itself, becoming one with it, letting the smoke envelop you, walking, holding my hand, breathing it in, noticing that it has the heavy, hypnotic scent of lavender. Perhaps you find that smell relaxing. The smoke can smell like anything or nothing or everything. It's a dream in a tangible form, whisked away and brought here. Here for you. Imagine this dream not only surrounding your mind, but being inside your mind, having your own dreams. That's it. Imagine dreaming. Imagine sleeping. Shh. As the pathway made by the smoke leads up to the open second-story window of my house, we both walk inside, and there before you, you see a bed already made, ready for you to lay down upon and drift off into deep, deep sleep. Now, head to that bed, lay down upon it, and allow me to tuck you in, safe and sound, ready to drift off into sleep. With a gesture of my hand, the smoke gathers up before your head and starts to spin slowly in a spiraling pattern, like it's its own little galaxy of unconscious bliss. Deep in the smoke, you see little glimmers and reflections of all the pleasant and wonderful dreams you'll soon be having. Stare into the spiraling smoke and let my magic take you deep, deep, deep into sleep. You may sleep here for the night, safe and sound. I will watch over you, and in the morning, you will wake up feeling refreshed and rejuvenated, awake and alert. But that's for the morning. Right now it's nighttime. Right now it's time to sleep. Stare into that spinning, spiraling galaxy of subconscious bliss. Little fragments of your dreams come to the surface, you can stare ahead and breathe in the heavy hypnotic scent of lavender that wafts off this enchanted smoke that I use to enthrall you and take you into a deep trance that leads to sleep. Your mind is already halfway there. You just have to let it happen. That's it. I can see the spiraling galaxy of dreams reflected off your eyes. They look to be quite enjoyable dreams, but you only get to have them when you sleep. Tell me, will you sleep deeply for me? Yes. Yes, you will. Of course you will. So just breathe in and out and let your mind drift away into these dreams. The bed is soft and comfortable, and it's time to dream and sleep. No more thinking, no more thoughts, just sleep, only sleep. Even if those eyes close, you'll still see the shimmering, spiraling galaxy of dreams floating in your mind's eye, and you're ready to explore them all. Sleep, sleep, sleep. I'm here, keeping you safe and sound, so you can just sleep, sleep, sleep. Calming and deep, safe and sound. All your dreams will be pleasant and sweet, so just drift down, 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 into sleep, 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 sleep. Sleep, 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 sleep. Sleep, 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 sleep.